Welcome to Youth Forum Switzerland. Today we're honored to speak with Emma Benameur. Emma is the head of programming at the Villars Institute, and with over 20 years of experience, she has worked with the World Economic Forum. She is passionate about driving systems change for a healthier planet through intergenerational collaboration. Emma, can you tell us what inspires you to drive systems change?
Absolutely. What inspires me to drive systems change is the fact that the way the world is today and what we're experiencing is just issues and challenges that are increasingly undefined, but also deeply interconnected. Global issues and challenges like climate change, biodiversity loss, geopolitical shifts, the rise of emerging technologies, inequality, these are issues that know no boundaries. They don't follow traditional rules. So what we need is a sense of collective intelligence, a sense of shared responsibility, and really networks of action to be able to navigate but also thrive in the future.
Emma, speaking about the future, how do you think the Youth Forum Switzerland can play a role in shaping the future of systems change?
So the Youth Forum Switzerland has been a very eye-opening experience for me, especially having been many years designing and developing and then delivering the annual meeting in Davos of the World Economic Forum. So it's first of all super inspiring to see what Davos has triggered and the movement that youth are driving here to really bring information, inspiration to each other and connect on issues that are increasingly complex, to understand what's going on in the world and to be inspired to really drive some sort of action and find a way in which they can make a change and a difference.
As someone deeply committed to unlocking human potential, what advice do you have for young people who are passionate about driving change but may feel unsure how to start?
So the tips I would have, or at least what I hope we can all draw from as leaders, not just the next generation, but ourselves of different generations, especially in the complex world that we're living in, is this notion of a systems leader. And if we unpack that, systems leaders think holistically, they feel with empathy, and they act with purpose. So a good place to start is to really look at the toolkit of a systems thinker. Systems thinking, the methodology helps to understand where are those points of intervention in the system that you might be able to influence. You can also look at tools like understanding the feedback loops and the positive and negative consequences of certain issues across that system. The toolbox of a systems thinker also identifies and looks at problems as a whole rather than just the sum of the parts. So in many ways it's sort of, really a mindset shift and an ability to keep a sort of open and agile mindset and draw on those tools of a systems thinker as much as you can.
Emma, looking ahead, what are your key aspirations for the future and how do you plan to continue driving change for a healthier planet?
So I get a lot of energy and inspiration from trying to find ways to empower the next generation of systems leaders. And in doing so through different partnerships with schools around the world, with knowledge partners that bring in the knowledge, the understanding of issues, the science that helps us understand these complex issues, and bringing all these different stakeholders together, including that next generation of changemakers, through intergenerational and interdisciplinary collaboration. So for me, that is absolutely critical and at the heart of how we're going to drive systems change and shape a better future. But it's also something that I'm personally very committed to, having always spent my career in finding ways to create meaningful interaction between stakeholders and unlocking that human potential.
Thank you, Emma, for sharing your passion and advice with us. On behalf of YFS, we wish you continued success in your efforts to drive positive change and look forward to seeing the impact that your work has on society. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all the work that you're doing to bring us all together and drive this meaningful movement of systems change. Thanks.